Greetings, brothers and sisters of the planet Earth. My name is Ashtar Sharon. I come before you now with tremendous pleasure and glory, and I thank you for this opportunity. I can assure you that our soldiers in your world would be lining up for a big parade if they were in ours. For the next few minutes, we are all looking forward to it and feeling very pleased about it. Within the fifth dimension, the next instant is the present moment, and the present now is the future. The linear time that you are used to does not exist for us. Everything moves at a breakneck pace, and the event is vibrating even as I speak. Your view of the past, present, and future is very different from mine. In your time, we dislike establishing moments since moments are fleeting and occur only when certain conditions are met, which necessitates the fulfillment of a sequence of variations. In order to avoid dates, we prefer that everything occurs in a surprise manner and that it has the ability to capture precisely what is happening at that very time. However, I can assure you that everything is proceeding precisely as scheduled. Extremely gratifying have been the surface activities performed thus far. The issues that have been identified are being dealt with efficiently and effectively. As a result, I can tell you that the time is becoming closer. There isn't much more that can be done to push it. Everything must take place in order for you to go on a new trip, on a new route. Many people believe that our arrival will herald the beginning of the fifth dimension, but this is not the case. The facts will be revealed so that you are aware of the power that your souls possess and what has been done to them in order to cause them to lose these abilities. Even souls in this realm have strength. Every soul has power in this dimension. In this way, individuals who choose to vibrate love, equality, peace, harmony, and a new world will be choosing to go rapidly down the path of ascension. However, since they will not have enough time to progressively learn, the road ahead will be very difficult for them to navigate. Everything will happen very fast for them. The difficulties ahead will be enormous. Third dimension souls must go through a rigorous training program in order to get to the fifth dimension. You won't be able to just go through one door and see yourself on the other side. You'll have to put in a lot of effort and study. There is a distinction between starseeds who have already arrived on the planet and those who are on the ascension path. All of your seeds have already experienced it all, have already traveled through the third dimension for a day, and have already developed into evolved souls. Yet, they have forgotten all of this and have returned to the third dimension. As a result, the road ahead of you will be difficult, but it will be much less difficult since those difficulties have already been conquered someplace deep inside your minds and souls. And you are confident in your ability to overcome these obstacles and emerge victorious. It will be your responsibility to assist people who will go on the trip. You will be able to assist these beings because of the knowledge that will be brought to your attention. This is what we mean by the Great Awakening of mankind, which we are referring to as the moment when each one you starseeds realizes that you are who you really are. A clear understanding of your missions, which are not yet the ascension tasks, but rather the missions with your brothers because, despite the fact that you are not Earth souls, those who are here are your brothers and sisters. Because you dwell on this planet and in this dimension, you have amassed a large number of brothers in the billions. In this case, it will be your responsibility to guide them in the most loving and intelligent manner possible. This will be the Great Awakening, during which the souls of this planet will come to see the fullness of their own identities. Unfortunately, we are unable to guarantee that it will be a pure moment of pleasure. All of the emotions that exist on Earth will be heightened to their utmost intensity during these dramatic times. A great deal of pleasure, happiness, and the expansion of awareness will be experienced in some locations. However, there will be areas when sorrow, despair, and craziness will be felt to the fullest extent possible. In order to maintain and fight all of the negative energy that will be produced, the balance of your starseeds will have to be enormous. And I verify and certify that you are capable of doing this. Simply allow your souls to expand and radiate only light and love. Nothing more is necessary. Any other emotion that you may be able to emit is deleted, put away, and kept away someplace, but it is never released into the world. Only light and love will be required of you in order to bring the energy of the planet back into balance. All else will be taken care of automatically. Of course, all of the cosmic creatures who have gathered around your planet, will be doing the same thing that you are doing. As a result of the fact that there are not enough of you to counterbalance the overwhelming bulk of the population. As a result, we will be radiating a great deal of unconditional love to every person in the world. It will be a time when we will all be paying very close attention. In other words, the great turning moment, the big awakening, the big wave, or whatever you want to call it, is rapidly approaching. What is going to happen? Only you will be aware of what has occurred at the time it occurs. But the only thing you will have to worry about, the only thing you will have to do, is radiate a great deal of light and love. So, some may wonder, how am I going to go about it? What am I going to do? Are you going to sit down and pretend that you are a pillar of light? You wonder. Exactly. The pyramids built by Michael must be completely filled with light at the highest intensity possible. In order to maximize their strength, keep your pyramids lit and full of light. The taller the pyramids are, the more powerful they will be. Withdraw from the situation as soon as it occurs. It's pointless to attempt to explain yourself or to calm down. Why? Because each individual will be responsible for their own catharsis. There is nothing you can do to help. Allow every human being in your immediate vicinity who is not awakened to absorb, comprehend the realities in their own manner. It will not be you who will provide any explanations. We will be explaining everything and acting in the minds of every human being on this planet, in order for him to completely comprehend what we say and do. So, for the time being, retreat, sit in meditation, and see yourself as precisely what you are, a point of light. Caverns, remain within the light-emitting space, and do your prayers, petitions, requests, and anything else you desire. However, never forget, or better yet, never forget to request the presence of your masters. Because they will be the ones who will keep you, pillar of light, safe and protected at all times. No matter how hard we try, we can't stop the assaults from happening. It will be at this time that individuals who are still vibrating on the surface of the earth, known as the non-light, will attempt to bring the pillars of light crashing down. And those who are not adequately protected, or who are not prepared to deal with these assaults, will be the targets of these attacks. So never lose sight of the fact that you are surrounded by masters. This is the most important element to consider at the exact time when everything occurs. Whenever they attempt to contact you, just respond with, "Listen to everything, I'll retire, and we'll speak later." That's all there is to it. Don't waste your time trying to explain yourself since you will not be heard. It is important to remember that everything you said to them over time was not real to them, and if they suddenly realize that everything you said was true and they didn't believe it, it will be difficult for them to admit such a mistake, to comprehend that there was truth on their side, but they didn't believe it. When you did wild things, people laughed, and they labeled you insane. And how do you think they'll react now? As a result, this is not the time for you to attempt to become closer to someone. Withdraw, and when it's all said and done, when our declaration comes to a conclusion, you will, indeed, be informed. Nevertheless, you will be so filled with light and love at this time that you will not need any more words. Simply by being there, you will give them the impression that, "I am here, don't be scared." And that's how they'll feel when they're shielded by you. Keep in mind what has been stated thus far. Everything is within walking distance. So pay attention to everything I've stated here over and over again so that you don't forget what to do when it all begins. It's like if you know that at some time, a transport vehicle will arrive to pick you up and that your luggage will be packed in advance. So you may feel the same way, since anything may happen at any moment. Simply put, plan ahead of time. Remember what I said a long time ago. Make a list of all of your tools so that you don't forget to bring anything with you when you go out. What, on the other hand, cannot be forgotten under any circumstances. To activate the protection of your masters around you, you must first activate the protection of your masters. This is very necessary in order for you to be protected. For those who are still unsure of who your masters are, it doesn't matter. Just refer to them as such and they will appear on the scene. As a result, your commander has issued a warning. You're like warriors on the surface of the planet. It seems that you've already received my instructions. Follow my directions and don't make any errors. Don't be scared, just follow my instructions. And be prepared for this great awakening of mankind to occur at any moment. If you remain tuned in on a daily basis, you will eventually become completely equipped with fifth-dimensional conscious awareness. When you watch the DNA Awakening YouTube channel and do your part by sharing this information with others, and allow me to assist you in ascending from 3D to 5D consciousness, you will begin to live your life with unlimited abundance and prosperity. Thanks to your new fifth dimensional divine guidance from within, which will be revealed to you as you ascend. Please feel free to share any opinions you have about this video with us in the comments area at the bottom of this page. We will be forever thankful to you for all of your help. Thank you for taking the time to watch.